Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today on Al's Smokehouse, we're going to be doing something a little different. Yeah, today I'm going to be doing a dish that my mom used to cook a lot when I was growing up. Today we're going to do some salmon patties. So if you'd like to see how I make salmon patties, just stick around. So today we're going to be doing these salmon patties on my deep fryer setup, my propane cooker. This is my setup that we're going to use to fry these salmon patties on. As most of you know, I love to cook outdoors, and I like this setup that I got here with my propane burner. And one reason why it's good to cook salmon patties outside like this is because they can really smell up your house during the cook process. But boy, do they ever taste good. So this is my setup. We're going to be frying these patties up in this iron skillet. Alright, welcome back. Here is the process of mixing these up and patting them out in patties. You notice we got our tuna here. We put it in a strainer and drained all the juices out of it. And you got to go through this and break it apart and pick out the little bones in it, because they do have little pieces of bones in there. So you got to make sure you do that. So to season these with, we're going to use Kinder's salt, garlic, and pepper, the blend. You know me, I always like to use the blend, and I use it on just about everything. So we're not going to overly season these. We're just going to use a little bit, and also we're going to use some onion powder in there too. So like I say, we're not overly seasoning these things too much. We're just going to put a little generous amount of seasoning in there. We have a beat up egg here that we're going to put in the mixture. Just like that. We're going to give this a stir before we start adding flour. Now you add flour to this and a little at a time. There's not really, I don't have it really any set amount. I just add a little at a time till I get the desired consistency that I want. Kind of enough to pat them out in patties and they'll stick together. And with this flour in them, they're going to make brown up really good as we're frying them. So we're just mixing a little at a time till we get our desired consistency. We don't want them wet and we don't want them overly dry. So you see that consistent, we're going to add just a little bit more to this. About that much again. I'll probably add it a little over 1/4 of a cup. I think this will be enough once we get all mixed up together. Alright, I got me some gloves on now. We're just going to get in here with our hands so we can really mix it up good. Just like so. Just really mix it up good. So to me that looks really good, a good consistency. I think we can pat out the patties. We're just going to get a little at a time out. And we're just going to pat them out like that right there. Put them over on this plate. This usually makes 4 to 5 patties. This is 1 can of WQ salmon. And I probably added 3/4 a cup of flour to it, probably. But see how those patties are sticking together and holding together? That's what you want when they go into the frying pan. Alright, we're going to get our grease ready and start the frying process here in just a minute. Alright, we got our oil heated up. I like to get my oil usually at around 300 before we start. So I use my instant read thermometer to make sure. And actually we're a little over 300. We're good to go right here. So we're going to go ahead and start and put these salmon patties in. So remember that grease is very hot, so I'm just going to start putting them in. Batch. Alright folks, that's how we fry up salmon patties. They're a really good meal. Like I said, my mom used to cook these all the time when I was growing up. And you can eat these with gravy, biscuit, and mashed potatoes. I always like mashed potatoes with these things, but tonight we're going to plate these up with some creamed potatoes and some peas that we've already cooked. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you'll try this recipe and try to cook you some salmon patties, because they're really good. I think you'll enjoy them very much. Just something different from my channel, something I like to cook sometimes, and I just want to do something a little different for you guys. I want to say God bless each and every one of you, and until next time, keep on smoking. See you later.